Let me swipe out of this for a second. I'm not sure if I'll go away, but I'll be right back.
I can hear you, but I can't see you, so don't say anything bad about me.
You know, Ronnie thinks he's so fucking...
Oh, Meat Kingdom. Meat Kingdom. It's not vegan.
So, Ned, it's been like 10 plus 15 years, right?
Let's see. We had a beer in Atlanta. That would have been 2019. So it's been a minute. A lot has happened in the world since you and I sat down for that beer. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. What's happened? Because I didn't notice anything different.
Well, let's see. There was a pandemic.
Yeah, I remember that. We had lunch because you and Joe were working on this cartoon, and you came in to show it to me, and you brought your guitar. You're like, talk to us about this glass guitar. It's so freaking amazing. It's so unique.
Yeah, I actually have a guitar for your listeners out there. I have a guitar that's made entirely out of glass. Would you guys like to check it out?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh
yeah.
Oh my God.
That is so cool.
Wow.
It has a layer of carbon fiber on the back for strength.
Gotcha.
But the core of the neck is glass, and the headstock is glass, and it's made by a company called Morning Star Guitars.
Wow. So if you drop that, it's over.
You're done.
And out.
I've been watching your videos and watching you play that thing, and I was wondering, do you ever like just drop it down to like drop C and just crank it up to a Marshall?
I've never had it down to drop C, but yeah, it's like any guitar. If you put it through a Marshall and turn it up to 11, it'll degent. It's not really my style. I'm more of like a Mark Knopfler-ish meets Jeff Beck type of a player. So being from Nashville, I have the songwriting thing in my veins and tend to have a little bit more country in me than the metalheads, the whitest music known to man.
Yeah. That's why I brought Wyatt on, because he's really into this like super metalcore stuff, like Born Ashore and all these like super heavy things.
Me, the Horizon, yeah, man. It's there's lots and lots of good bands in the metal thing. It's like nobody rehearses more or more efficiently than a metal band. And they usually have in-ear monitors, and they're playing the click tracks and all of their they're automated. It's cool, man. They're not messing around.
Yeah, you don't need a click track because you're like your timing is so perfect, right?
No, bro. It's Americana and country is just like so sloppy. It's like if you're a little bit off, it's actually part of the style.
So Ronnie likes Cher and Captain and Neil.
I like Daniel Johnston, and I know that Ned, you were involved in a bit of a beautiful cover of one of his songs.
Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, I was part of Built to Spill covered Daniel's song "Some Things Last a Long Time," and that was a recording on K Records, which was distributed by Warner Brothers, and Built to Spill got signed to Warner Brothers just right after that. So that was the first time I'd played the fretless guitar on like a big record, and so that was an amazing experience. So
yeah, that's one of my favorite songs too, and I hadn't heard that cover until I knew we'd be talking to you, and it like blew me away because I've thought about covering that song, but I'm like, how do you do it? And then I hear the slide guitar in there, and I'm like, they did it. They nailed it.
Yeah, that was part of a compilation recording, but it eventually came out on another. It just got released on a number of different smaller labels, and then ultimately, I think on that Warner Brothers deal. But Daniel Johnston. I don't know if you guys have seen the documentary, but he's like the R. Crumb of music.
Yeah, and, real outsider musician, but some amazing songs.
Yeah, he's like the Nina of songwriting.
Yes. Yeah, he's the Matt Maiellaro of songwriting.
Can you play that thing? Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's not plugged in.
Don't plug it in.
This is a thing I made called the clamp slider.
Yeah.
And it's a slide that doubles kind of as a capo, but it only works on fretless guitar. And I have people reach out on social media all the time going, where do I get that capo thing? And I'm like, sorry, bro, it only works on fretless guitar.
Yeah.
You should invent the stringless guitar.
I'll give that one to you, Matt. You can.
I'm tired of these calluses on my fingers. I'm ready for a stringless. So what tunings do you play in with that, Ned? Are you playing in open tunings then?
I play exclusively, because I play fretless guitar 100% of the time. So my solution to turning it more into like a, one size fits all instrument is I keep it tuned to open E.
Okay.
If you can see hanging in back of me like 12 other fretless guitars.
Yeah.
They're all tuned to the same tuning, because that way, and with the slide capo, I can put the guitar in any key that I need. Like if Matt wants to play a song in B flat,
Yeah, which I always do.
Which he always does, because he's from Georgia. And that way I can it's very consistent. Like some of my friends that play fretless guitar have like a double neck. They have the fretless guitar on the top and they have the fretted guitar on the bottom. Or they do a different tuning for every song that they do with the fretless guitar. And, when you're live on stage, that's a lot of time sitting there retuning your guitar for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been my solution. I tune everything to open E.
I saw a video of your collection and I kind of laughed at it because you're like, fretless guitar, fretless guitar, fretless guitar. Oh, and here's a bass, and the bass had frets on it.
Fender, it's a Squier Bronco bass, and I'm thinking about putting a glass fingerboard on it.
You have to. It's the odd man out.
Yeah. It's the Ned way.
Send me your guitars. I will put glass fingerboards on them.
Don't tempt me. See, I want to ask you, Ned, because I wasn't really familiar with you until Matt sent me your Instagram videos, so I was watching some of those, and then to learn that you are writing songs exclusively on fretless guitar, but you're not overdoing it. Like if I had a fretless guitar, you'd be sick of it because I would just be doing these stupid microtonal slides all day. But your stuff doesn't sound like sometimes you'll break out the fact that it is fretless and you can clearly hear that, but other times it's a little bit more traditional. So could you talk about maybe walking that line between using a fretless but not overdoing it in that way?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons for that is, again, I'm a songwriter. I like to write standard, Americana blues rock songs. And that is actually one of the harder things to do on a fretless guitar. And it's kind of like Stuart Copeland will say that to you, the drummer. He's like, it's so hard just to play a basic beat. Everybody wants me to play all the Police polyrhythmic stuff because they tell you what, the hardest thing is to play a basic rock beat and really mean it. So on fretless guitar, it's actually hard just to play a 1-4-5. You really have to line up your fingers. So that simple thing, that's simple on a fretted guitar, took me years to develop all this this approach on the fretless guitar. So, and it takes quite a bit of concentration too, because you're having to tune the chords while you're singing.
Yes.
And that makes you're already kind of like walking the plank. And then when you get a chance, like a solo, okay, now I can like let it rip and do some exciting stuff. But those two things keep me sort of in line, if you will. And if I did exclusively instrumental music, I wouldn't have to worry about that as much, But I like to write songs. I like to play with other singer-songwriters and back them up, which also requires a degree of musicality and restraint and making sure that their music is, I'm bringing their song to life and not just inundating it with lighter fluid and setting it on fire.
So talk to us about your gear. Like what kind of amp do you love to play through?
I've been playing through Vox amps for about the last 10 years, and I have a lot of their rigs laying around, everything from like like an AC-10. I had an AC-15 for a while. AC-30 is a bit too much weight for me to lug around.
Yeah.
And I have these really cool amps of theirs that are tiny. Oh, it's so tiny I can't find it. When I was on tour with Satch Vi this summer, I had a little tiny what's called an MV50, which is a Vox amp that basically fits into your luggage. And it's 50 watts and it goes direct into the desk too. So, and it sounds exactly like a mic'd up AC-15. It's a really great piece of gear. So
Wow.
I've always been a huge fan of The Edge and Brian May, and those two guys, of course, famously.
Yeah, of course.
Gear.
Yeah.
So I like it when the clean sound is a little dirty, and with a Vox, it always is. I use MXR effects and things that everybody else uses, you know, strings, and I use Ernie Ball. I use Ernie Ball strings because they send me like a case of strings for all of my guitars. And,
Nice.
A palette, if you will.
I didn't know you were on tour with Satch Vi. Was that last summer you said?
Yeah, that tour was the European leg was July and August. But
Was that guy Pete Thorne with you guys too? That's amazing. I've been kind of looking at this guy for a while on YouTube, and I really liked his stuff. And all of a sudden, he's playing, all over Europe with those guys.
Well, he played with. I did. I was familiar with his product reviews, but he's played with Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
he's out solo, and
yeah.
Pete Thorne is a seriously great musician. Just kind of like he reminds me of Bumblefoot, or just one of those guys that can.
Back when I was teaching Joe Satriani how to play guitar, he was like, "Should I go out on tour?" I'm like, "I don't know. You're not really good enough yet. It's like you should figure out how to stay in key, and your timing, your picking's not very great." But
his guitar wasn't even plugged in.
It wasn't even plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally he was like, "Please, can you just give me?" So I had this magic power.
Okay.
That I only use every once in 12 years, and I was like, "Joe, Joe, boink!" And all of a sudden he was playing something. So I'm like, finally.
Was there a wand involved, or it was like a pick-shaped wand, or like a?
Yeah, it was a beef jerky wand. It was made out of beef jerky.
Yeah. Yeah. And every time Matt uses it, he has to take a bite out of it. So that's why it's limited use, because eventually it's gone.
Slim Jim.
Yeah. Magic Slim Jim.
We're rapidly running out of guitar talent because Matt's.
Oh, man. Ned, how long have you been in LA? I think when I met you, you were still living in Nashville.
Yeah, I was in Nashville. After the pandemic, I wound up relocating to San Pedro, California, which is the ancestral home of Mike Watt, which is cool.
Yeah, cool.
And so I've been here, and I've always loved LA. I lived here. I love Nashville too. I didn't care for the tornadoes very much, and I've traded that for earthquakes
and fires. Yeah, those are better.
Oh wow. I'm so glad you're on this thing. I haven't talked. So last time we were actually in contact, we were working on Crystal Planet. Remember that? And it's like Joe had this idea, you were working on it with him, and then I was just kind of brought in to consult. And I never could quite grasp what you guys were going for. So did it end up as a comic strip, or what happened to that?
Yeah, you were really helpful, of course. Right after you and I sort of collaborated on it, a company called Incendium picked it up, and we did 3 graphic novels.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I don't have the 4th issue because they're all sold out, but
we know it's yours.
Admittedly, when Joe and I started Crystal Planet, neither of us had written a TV show like you, a successful TV show, and we had a lot to learn in terms of story form, and we had some cool ideas, but a lot to learn about a hero's journey and all of the things which drive narrative. So the Incendium people helped us out a lot with that. And in addition to Crystal Planet, we have another show called Bigfoot and Bunyip.
Yes. So, I cannot wait to talk to you about this.
Okay.
So I know Bigfoot, but what's a bunyip?
Bunyip is like the Australian Bigfoot. He lives in the Billabongs, and he's a cautionary tale for kids not to get too close to the Billabong to get eaten by a crocodile. Really,
Of course.
So Joe and I also put you also helped us with the Children of the Shield, which was like a Crystal Planet prequel. So we put all of our animated efforts into this little book, which we're selling this summer.
Nice.
Oh,
it's actually a video player.
Wow.
I like this kind of book.
So that's Satchtoons Media, and then it has all of our shows on it. It has Crystal Planet, Bigfoot and Bunyip, Guitarland, which is like a Nashville-based guitar store thing. The Knees Bulls, it's like a stop-motion show. And Children of the Shield, the one that you really helped me out on.
Yeah.
Parts of that. But that's kind of where we're sitting right now. We're selling some items. We have a Satchtoons store.
Yeah.
And we're selling those media players and Bigfoot and Bunyip. Yep.
So I saw the trailer for that.
Fighting here in Melbourne. But Bunyip is undefeated. Disraeli has his ways. A new creature from Seattle.
The world will remember their names.
Bigfoot and Bunyip. Bigfoot and Bunyip.
How did you guys make that? How did you put it together?
It's all After Effects, novelizations of these shows, and we've been slowly putting those out. So trying to establish that there's an actual concrete world there for hopefully later production on the animation side. But I really enjoy writing the books, honestly. I got tired of waiting around for a green light with Crystal Planet and just started writing other ideas. And I got kind of tired of just writing like a 10-page treatment because I love dialogue and I love actual setting. So I just started writing the books, and then that just sort of started flowing from that.
Cool. Ronnie has one foot that's bigger than the other, so we're trying to do a show called Ronnie Foot.
Yeah. Are you interested? We need a soundtrack.
Do you have? Yeah. I'm hired. I'm gonna have one song that's called 912. He's got a 9 and a 12. Is it the left? Is it the right?
That's the big question. That's the mystery that drives the whole show. Is it my left foot or my right foot? And viewers tune in every week. Yeah.
I have hobbit feet. I have like a size 12, but like a size 15 width.
Ooh.
So anyway.
Wow. So do you have to have special pedals in your car that make up for that?
Special guitar pedals.
Yeah. Extra wide.
Yeah. It's like the switch is this big.
Otherwise, it's like stepping on a Lego.
Like a Lego thing, or like those Maestro pedals from the 70s that were like this wide. The whole pedal was a switch. You had to
So, Ned, I know that you record stuff, you make stuff. Are you playing? Like, do you jam with people? Do you have a little band going, or what's up?
Yeah, I have a variety of different things I do. I just did a tour of South Africa with my solo band, which is my South African friends of mine called the Cracker Jacks.
Cool.
So that's like I flew into South Africa. We rehearsed for a couple of days, and then we did 20 shows in South Africa.
Wow.
I did Satch Fi as a solo, so I play solo a lot.
Yeah.
And it was a long tour. I was gone for almost 6 months.
Wow.
From May through October. So I'm finished with touring for this year, and maybe part of this next year too. I don't know. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, Ronnie's off. Ronnie was touring too with Rainbow. You were touring with Rainbow.
Yeah, but that name is a little political these days, so I had to back out of that. It just wasn't good for my career,
Which foot do you step on your pedals with? The big foot or the little foot?
The little foot. The third one. Ned, I want to ask because I was hopeful that when we got you on here that you might ask us to join your band. So in preparation, I started to make a glass drum set, and I did it. And as soon as I hit it, it broke and it sliced my hands up. I had to put all these Band-Aids on my hand. I was wondering what kind of injuries you've sustained while working with your glass guitars.
Let's see. I played a solo show at the end of this month. I rubbed all of the skin off my index finger. I don't play with a pick. I play like this. So there you go.
Wow.
Oh.
This is your future, guys. If you join my band, this is what you're going to look like.
Got to get insurance on your hands when you're playing in that band.
Through Lloyd's of London, so get ready. Wyatt, what do you play, bro? Do you play guitar? Are you a good drummer, or what do you do?
I dabble in some guitar stuff. Dad has taught me a good bit, and I enjoy it when I pick it up, but I haven't picked it up enough recently to really make any progress. But I have a few chords down, but it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, Wyatt's a left-hander. I bought him a Ibanez left-handed cool guitar, and we have a little it's a Fender knockoff, and but you know, I fucking shred.
Yes, it's well known of your shreddery.
Yeah.
And your magic wand. As a matter of fact, it's been rumored that you have the Slim Jim like this.
Yeah, exactly.
As you're playing a two-handed Michael Badia style.
Oh my God, Michelangelo Badio. You need to do a 4-cross guitar that's fretless and made of glass.
I think Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, he had like a 4-neck guitar, and the very bottom rung, like the one you clean the cat box with, was a fretless guitar.
You should do 8. Dude, you should do 8.
Okay,
just do it. Yeah. And then hire 2 other people like me and hire Joe, who I taught how to play, to help you play all this stuff.
Yeah.
Or Shiva.
Yeah, custom. Yeah, I mean, I know that you've built a guitar for John Frusciante.
Yes.
Maybe you could build one for Shiva next. I think that.
That'd be a lot of necks.
Who makes your guitars? Do you make them?
It depends, man. I've worked with a number of different companies over the years. Ibanez, PV. I have a Mike Leapy designed PV fretless. Mike was the guy that did all the original 7 strings for Steve Vai and Ibanez, a total legend in the guitar building world.
Yeah.
So I have all these guitars. So typically what they do is they pull the frets, they plane it down, and then they send me that. And then I'm the one that puts the glass on. So as a result, I have like 12 fretless guitars, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what you just said, I'm the one that puts the glass on.
Right.
How does that work? Do you go dig up a bunch of sand and melt it down, and how do you put the glass on?
Well, first I go to Matt's house, and then I steal a glass out of his basement window. That's what the possums are getting into. It's one
I was wondering.
Yeah. But the way that it works is you have 2 types of glass shops. You've got people that primarily do auto glass, and then you have a glass cutting shop that'll do glass for mirrors and things like that. And they exist all over the world. And it's for them to cut a guitar fingerboard is like the easiest thing they have to do during the day. They take the neck, they trace it, they put a piece of glass on it. They take a glass cutter, they cut the piece of glass, they bevel the edges slightly on a grinder. Here you go, $40. That's how it works with them.
Oh, wow.
And so I noticed this really early on when I had a guitar in 1997. I was on tour in Italy and the fingerboard broke. And I had to get a new fingerboard cut. And I went, there's no way I'm going to be able to find someone to do it. And I found a guy like within 6 hours that could do it. So there's the deal. I haven't had very many breaks on the road, honestly. I've had that one time. I think it's the only time.
When I'm on the road and I break a guitar, I just quit the band and fly home.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Ned, I saw a video of you playing this really colorful, beautiful Ibanez. Do you happen to have that to show these guys?
Yes, I do.
You guys got to see this one. This one's awesome.
So Ibanez, they were very generous when we put out the Crystal Planet thing with Incendium. So here is the cover of that graphic novel.
Yeah.
Here's the guitar that has
Ooh.
airbrush.
Oh,
image
that's
on
what
it.
it is.
Wow.
Really cool.
Could I
That is, does that have a Floyd Rose on it?
It has the Ibanez system.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could put me into Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've got a joke or two, but anyway, it's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah.
It is.
And this is the same thing. They sent me. I have the fretted neck,
So that's-
and I replaced it with an Ibanez stock neck. So because the other neck that I've got has airbrushing up here with some more design work. So I have both the original neck and this neck, just to keep both those things going.
Man, that neck is. Do you ever like when you blow dry your hair? Do you just like line up 10 of your guitar necks so you can see yourself?
Yes, I practice blue steel this way.
Make sure he looks cool on stage.
It does. It's funny. There's an optical illusion that it looks like there are no strings from certain angles.
Exactly. Yeah, that's nuts.
Getting back to your idea for our patented no-string guitar.
String guitar.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just touchpad. It's just touch where you put your finger is the sound.
It's funny. It's a lot of muscle memory and a lot of practice. I would say fretless guitar is probably as hard as playing pedal steel. Like it takes 2 years just to suck.
Yeah.
Look now, yay!
I reckon that like when you're on stage, then are there times when the audience can like see themselves in your guitars?
If they're not getting free LASIK eye surgery from the laser show, yes. But yeah, it's pretty fun. That's this summer with Satch Fi, they had a smoke machine. That was pretty fucking great. Like some of the still images, like the lasers reflecting out of the mirror fingerboard.
Yeah.
In the smoke. Like total rock star shit, man.
You need, instead of like stage monitors, you need lasers pointed at you that you then reflect back at the audience with your guitar.
That's a great idea, Ronnie.
Well,
Yeah.
well, probably illegal too, but you could try it.
Blind everyone. Then swoop in and steal their phones.
If that happens, Ronnie's going to bill you.
Yeah.
Give me the invoice. I deserve it.
Just send me some of the phones that you steal. I think that this is really how you make money with music, is you do something like that.
Normal. Steal your audience's phones.
Hey, are you familiar with we had an experimental guitarist from New York. Her name was Reg Bloor.
I don't know her.
Okay, she's like you should look her up. She's like crazy. So we did her, and then she's friends with Robert Fripp.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's like, you guys should watch this episode. So I'm trying to get Robert Fripp on. Do you know him?
I don't know Robert. I do know some people within his guitar crafty thing. Is your friend who was on? Does she tune to the new standard tuning and that kind of thing?
I think she's all standard tuning, but her stuff is like just like when you first hear it, it's just like noise. But when you really listen to it, it's like, oh, there's something going on here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, she plays a double-bodied guitar as well, so there's two bodies and one neck. Yeah, so the MeatKingdom is the spot for experimental guitarists, I guess, because you've got a glass guitar and Reg has two bodies on hers.
Yeah.
I like the fact that she has two bodies instead of 8 necks.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know Robert Fripp, but I do know Adrian Belew, who's a gentleman and a genius, and of course Robert and Adrian have to, know each other from King Crimson, and King Crimson is back out on the road as Beat, if you will. With Danny Carey and Tony Levin and Adrian and Steve Vai, who does an amazing job covering the Robert Fripp area of sound. I mean, he's still Steve Vai as he's doing it, but since he's Steve Vai, he can literally play anything that was ever written for guitar.
Yeah.
And also inject his own original personality into it. That's So I'll just leave that there. But
that's cool. I saw Adrian Belew play with David Bowie.
Yeah, that they had a long collaboration. I always loved him in that playing with David. He's the reason I play fretless guitar because I saw him on TV on MTV playing with King
Yep.
Crimson in the 80s.
I think
and
we
he was
lost.
playing a fretless guitar.
Hold on, we lost you.
He's
Ned,
telling
we lost you.
this great story that we're missing. I want to hear it so bad.
Well, that's all for MeatKingdom, guys.
All right, bye everybody. We're gonna ask him about Dark Souls 3 next.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard he did a lot of the music for that game. So.
Yeah, no, he's a speedrunner
Yeah.
when he's not making guitars out of glass.
I think he left on purpose. I think he was like,
It's like, wait, these guys never worked with King Crimson. I'm out of here. These guys are losers.
This story is too good for people like these guys.
I gotta find a better podcast to put this
I'm
story
gonna go
on.
tell it to more intellectual people.
Wasting my stories here. What am I doing?
well, I wrote him twice about click the link again, so I'm not sure what to do.
Well, we got his credit card information. I guess it doesn't really matter if he comes back.
Oh, here he is. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, we lost you.
I'm so sorry my internet here died. Like at the worst when things were going so well.
Your story was
no.
too good. It crashed the
Wait,
internet.
are you looking at vertical again?
I just hit the pin and now we are open again.
He's pinned up.
So you were talking about this was a great story. You were talking about how I taught Dave Mustaine and Joe Satriani how to play guitar.
I was.
You were right in the middle of that story.
I was right in the middle where you suggested that Dave Mustaine quit Metallica and instead follow his muse as a Andre Segovia style classical player. I remember that story quite well.
Yeah, and I managed him. He said Cher keeps calling me to play it, and it's like, please go to Cher.
That's that joke with Frank Zappa that he said to Steve Vai, like, I hear Linda Ronstadt's looking for a guitar player. And he was completely messing with him and said, no, man, you're in the band.
I want to get back to your story, but I remember Steve Vai and I remember he played with PIL, right?
Yeah.
Who knows PIL? Nobody.
Sure, Public Image Limited. He did that session. I met a podcaster in Ireland this summer. That's his favorite record, the one that Steve plays on, and I was able to arrange an interview with Steve and this podcaster.
Oh, cool.
And I'm so sorry my internet just keeps dying.
No, sorry, you're back. You're back. So we were just talking about how much of a fan of Aqua Teen you were and Space Ghost and
yeah, especially Space Ghost. And just in general, I remember seeing both your shows going like, how is this being made? Who is allowing them to be this funny? To me, I could set the stage for all the other super successful, limited animation type things,
Mm-hmm.
But, you accomplished a lot, bro.
It's so cool. It's like those shows were so different and unique, just like the way you're doing these guitars. It's like, who would have thought you're going to do that, make it work? Space Ghost, we just like made it work. We had no money, It's like we have that in common.
You had no money that's so interesting, but you made it look expensive somehow, which is always
No, we never did. No, it didn't. It looked terrible.
I didn't think so. Then again, I grew up on like Astro Boy, a lot of those super basic, 60s Speed Racer, which
Speed Racer. I was just going to say.
Speed Racer is still watchable. I tried to watch Astro Boy on Amazon and Space 1999, but usually the writing doesn't translate or from when you were.
You know what? I love Space 19. I'm a huge freaking fan of Space 19. I have the Eagles downstairs. I have the whole box set. And then when I tried to watch it like 10 or so years ago, it's so slow, but it's so good.
They're the same people that did the Thunderbirds. It's that same.
I know.
Yeah. So all this backstory, and apparently Space 1999, the Eagle design, that was George Lucas's design for the Millennium Falcon, was a 4-quad cockpit symmetrical Millennium Falcon, but they cock blocked him coming out with Space 1999, and he had to get Ralph McQuarrie to quickly design the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, I didn't know that. I know that. We mixed a lot of Aqua Teen and Skywalker. Like, so I was up there all the time, and I ran into George a lot. And I told him, it's like, you fucked up with the Space 1999 Eagle.
You called him out.
I did. Yeah. I grabbed him by the flannel red shirt and said, George,
why are you grabbing me?
The universe is vast.
Just want to make spaceships that move fast.
Do you watch horror movies at all?
I'm not
Do you
really
like horror.
I'll be honest. I'm not really a horror film.
Yeah, I'm not either. They scare me.
They scare the shit out of me. But they're amazing how you can make one for like $2 million and it'll make $100 million at the box office.
Yeah,
it's a great genre.
Yeah, Ronnie's really big into like Hostel and Saw, and
that's why you have two different sized feet. You had one cut partially off by a serial killer.
That's how big of a Saw fan I am.
In a hotel in Brainerd.
You see that little like red thing to his right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's not Meatwad. That's a blood clot. Yeah. So if you were to write a song for Meat Kingdom, how would it go? It'd be like Meat Kingdom.
I would say something like, I would probably go up to my old 7th position. Meat Kingdom is the beat kingdom. It's the only kingdom you need. Meat Kingdom, it's the beat kingdom. It's the only kingdom you need. It's the only kingdom that you need. Oh, it's the because you have to have a B part. It can't just be one part. Beat Kingdom. B's for me and ye. Oh, Meat Kingdom, it's the beat kingdom for me.
Yeah.
Good job. That's awesome.
So don't watch any more of these videos. We're not going to use that song in it, but don't watch them just in case. And don't sue us if you do watch them.
I am non-litigious by nature.
Well, we are.
So
we have armies of lawyers.
So you'll be hearing from us soon enough.
Yeah, because of that.
That's who you should hire for your animators. Just hire animators who are also lawyers, and then you just have
Who are you listening to these days? Like, what kind of music are you checking out?
It's funny. I've been listening to a lot of symphonic music. Like, I've been listening to a lot of the original Star Wars: A New Hope soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how if you've seen a movie a number of times, when you listen to the soundtrack, you can actually see the scenes and hear the action. And I was driving through Nevada, and I noticed I was going the trench scene in Star Wars. That's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And I'm driving, and I'm like driving 120 miles an hour at night,
of course,
with the lines of the road going by, and it looks like the trench.
Yeah,
in the little computer screen, and I'm like, this is the closest I'm going to get to being an X-wing pilot, so I should probably just keep driving until I run off the road, or I can't drive my Kia R4 any faster, or K4. Yeah.
Now, do you drive a glass car or no? Because I see you don't live in a glass house, which is smart because you can't throw stones in those.
I don't, man. I do not drive a glass car. That's a good idea, though, right? Someone's got to do that along with a stringless guitar.
Well, Ned, you might get excited about this. I have a glass capo. How do you feel about that? That's as close as I come to your world.
I'm like the worst slide player you've ever heard. I've always when I play it like this, because again, this clamps on, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a company that would build me an LCD video screen.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've seen people do stuff like that on Instagram.
Yeah, you can get it. I haven't found the right company to do it, but it'd be cool, like stick a little SD card in the side and play your videos, off your...
Play these Meat Kingdoms to everybody on your tour.
Episodes.
Yeah.
You guys
with our website.
Guitar.
So you said, are you in San Pedro?
Yes. Yeah.
So I worked on a movie called Darkman, which was a Sam Raimi movie.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We shot the opening of that movie in San Pedro because it was like in a hangar with so it was like a port.
Yeah.
So there's all these like cargo things.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
I have, and I don't recall that scene, but there's like the island with Ewan McGregor that's on Netflix now, which is hysterical. But they filmed a bunch of it in that same area.
Oh, cool.
It's right south of LA, right down the 110, and yeah. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
movies that have been filmed in that area. That's cool. You worked on that film, bro. I didn't know that.
So what movie that I've starred in that you love?
Did you start in? Other than
Yeah.
your cartoon?
You have 2 Aqua Teen movies to choose from.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. You're like I have, because you're a musician, like I always felt very comfortable around you. I have met other people in the business that don't do music, and there's always a little bit of a disconnect.
Yeah.
I find that musicians are like, have a core, not that like actors don't, or executives don't have a soul. But
They don't.
And of
They
course,
don't.
Brendan Small, also a good friend of mine, is a musician. He's grounded in the same way. And I love that connection. But when I meet people that are just like free range TV and film executives, or I can't, or record executives, I just can't get. I'm like, who are you? What is currency to you other than just actual money?
Exactly.
But, artistically, like, meeting you was so great, and I've been,
You as well.
I've been really lucky, like meeting Joe and Adrian and Steve Vai recently.
Yeah.
It's like when you meet your heroes and they're great people, you're lucky, because it isn't always that.
Brendan Small and I, we occasionally email. He's a big guitar guy.
Oh yeah,
And I have his Gibson Thunder Horse downstairs.
that's a cool Gibson. Yeah, Brendan he's a sick musician. Like his chops are just like as good as it gets. And of course, he writes all the Death Clock stuff.
That first Metalocalypse CD that they put out was the best-selling death metal album of all time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like,
No.
yeah.
That's some bragging rights.
It absolutely is, yeah. Those are great records, too. I mean, removed from the show, even just fans of metal music can get into those and enjoy those without knowing the references that he's making on them.
Well, so Matt, for you, what was a big influence? Like when you were a kid, were you like exposed to, like, I don't know, like Ralph Bakshi's Wizards or any of that sort of totally inappropriate kids?
I thought you were going to say Radiation.
How much Agent Orange did you get into as a kid?
Ned, I was just like, I love cartoons, and when I was a kid, they only came on Saturday mornings, but I wasn't a cartoon fanatic.
Okay.
But I remember when I was 8 years old, I saw The Incredible Melting Man and was like, I have to make movies. And somehow it turned into like, I just kind of fell into animation because I was a crazy writer, and I met a guy at Cartoon Network who ultimately became the head of Adult Swim, and we were buddies, and I was kind of a goofball. Like, I liked serious stuff, but I also like making fun of everything. And it was sort of my Dada sense of humor that led me into the whole journey that I've been through.
Yeah, that's great. That's funny. It's like when you look at like anime, how it's manga and it's all like a visual way of working that's unique to that culture. And I kind of feel like you are our American anime in some ways, like with Aqua.
Oh, wow.
It's just a way we have of looking at this culture that's so insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would say, like with Space Ghost, that was the first sort of show I ever made, like that was on TV. And we really broke the mold. Like we made fun. We made fun of television.
Yeah.
With the pregnant pauses and the limited animation and the stupidness of it, and the whole fact that the hosts of the show did not understand humans and that humans were on the show, and it was just so much fun. And we were just like, there was nothing to lose. It was like $15,000 an episode. We just made it and saw what happened, and it didn't do like phenomenally well, but it led to other things, which led to Aqua Teen, which led to Adult Swim blowing up, and it was just like, we were lucky. We were at the right time, right place.
Well, it's kind of funny, like with rock and roll, like bands used to be able to make records, which historically, wasn't super expensive to put a new band in a studio for a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they were allowed to like make Space Ghost, if you will, and then another Space Ghost. And then finally on the third or fourth record, you had Aqua Teen, you had the big hit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the music business used to have that same vibe, and it's great for stuff actually having time, and the teams that are involved in these efforts, the writers and the animators, like to sort of develop over time. And I hope we don't lose that in animation and music, because everything's always changing in this world for the business.
Well, yeah, it seems like in both they want you to have an audience and following already before they give you a chance.
You have to.
That's that reboot sensibility. Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a show about a glass guitar neck that,
Oh, yeah.
not that one. No, not that one, but one that looks very much like it.
I like that one because I could see myself in it. That one's cool. Oh, hi, Ronnie.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
That's a cool guitar.
So, Tron backwards is Nort, and I'm writing that screenplay right now.
Hey, Ned, if you could only keep one of your glass-necked guitars, which one would it be?
It would probably be the first one that I did for $40. It's called the Golden Gate.
Ooh.
It's a 1962 Harmony that I got for $40, and a friend of mine, Rob Rennick, he's the first guy that he's a glass worker and a guitar builder.
Cool.
He cut
Cool.
Oh, Meat Kingdom. Meat Kingdom. It's not vegan.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it at a music store in San Francisco. That's why I call it the Golden Gate. But
Yeah, smash it on camera. We need it for the footage. Well, that's how you got into this, right, Ned? Because I heard a story about how you broke a guitar and all that was left was the neck.
that is correct. I was in a cover band in a New Year's Eve gig, and I said, I fucking hate playing cover songs. I never want to play Brown Eyed Girl again. And on New Year's Eve, I smashed my Strat, and tequila was involved. And the body shattered. It was sad, too, because it was like a very nice Japanese-made Squier Stratocaster, great tone, destroyed, but the neck survived. And I had seen Adrian Belew play fretless guitar, and I'd always wanted to build my own, so I took that neck, pulled the frets out, sanded it down, stuck it on another Strat body that I had, and that was my first fretless, and I never looked back.
And then you worked with Adrian, right? He produced one of your records?
Yeah, he produced my Treehouse record in 2012 in Nashville. And I had a chance to, meet the guy and work with the guy that got me doing it in the first place. It was very surreal, and I'm super lucky that happened.
Well, I know how you feel. That's like I get to work with Matt on this. He's always been my favorite meat cooker, so I can't believe.
Surreal.
It's surreal to watch him cook the meat on this show. Are you guys cooking anything today or no?
I'm going to fry beef ribs, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it's so fast. So
time lapse, bro. Come on. We want to see it.
I will. When you see this episode, Ned, you'll be seeing me like go beef ribs.
But don't watch it because we're going to use our song as our theme song now.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Don't watch it though, but
and unhire all your lawyers.
Yeah.
My older brother is an attorney, but I've never employed him as an attorney. So again,
well, we will.
You will. You'll be employing him soon.
You guys, you stole my song. I know you did. That MeatKingdom song. That was a good song. You stole it. You stole food from my mouth.
Ned, I'm running out of juice. So nice to see you again.
You too.
Yeah,
it was so nice to meet you, Ned. I've been watching all of your videos and listening to your records, and I'm so blown away by just the fact that you can play chords on this thing and sing at the same time it makes my head hurt just thinking about it. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I have 2 hobbit feet. That's what helps.
The magic moving through your system, the Hobbit magic.
I'll let you guys sign off because I'm notorious for not knowing when. Oh, Meat Kingdom! Meat Kingdom! It's not vegan.